Hey, no way, Makeup by Mario. How you doing, man? My name is Devon. I'm a local artist. I love your look. I would love to draw your portrait.
Right here?
Yeah, right over there, if you have time right now. It's really fast. Yeah? Okay, let's do it. So what's your name and what's one of your biggest dreams in life?
My name is Mario Dedivanovic, and I would say I have a lot of dreams, but I'm living one of my dreams as the founder and CEO of Makeup by Mario, which is a global makeup company.
Super global. Where'd you grow up?
I grew up in the Bronx, New York.
Let's go. So did I. Which part?
In the Allerton Avenue neighborhood until age 12, and then in my teen years, I lived in the Country Club neighborhood of the Bronx.
Shout out to the Bronx. I'm from Mott Haven, South Bronx. When did you realize that makeup was your passion?
I would say when I was 17 years old and I finished high school, I got a job in the city at one of the first Sephoras that ever opened in the United States, and that's where I was really exposed to makeup for the first time. And from my first day of work starting there, I wasn't a makeup artist, but someone asked me to help them choose a lipstick color for them. And although I wasn't allowed to, I went anyway. And that was sort of the beginning of my love of makeup artistry. And I kind of decided on that day that I was going to do that for the rest of my life.
From Sephora to being the king of makeup, I will call you that.
Thank you.
What was your first big break?
This is hard for me. I think I had a few different big breaks in my career. In 2008, I started working with Kim Kardashian, and she asked me to do a makeup tutorial, which I didn't even know what that was at that time.
Yeah.
And she wanted to upload it to YouTube. And I wasn't even familiar with YouTube at that time. It was a new platform. I did her makeup for that, and I sort of was educating how to recreate a look that we had worked on. And little did I know that, I kind of forgot about it afterwards, but that video went on to garner tens and tens of millions of views. And so It was like the beginning of the makeup tutorial, really, and it had a really lasting impact on my career.
Wow, that is incredible. How did you meet Kim Kardashian?
On a photo shoot. I was asked to do her makeup for a cover shoot in 2008. I met her on that day, and the rest is history. It's been 17 years now.
Isn't it wild how random things sort of happen and you don't expect it, and it turns into this whole thing, and it's like being at the right place at the right time?
Yep, and also just, I think a lot of those things for me, I almost didn't do, I actually wasn't available to do Kim's makeup and to meet her on the day that I did, but I figured out a way to make it happen. And then I almost also didn't do that YouTube video because I wasn't feeling well that day, but I wound up doing it. So some of the things that have had the biggest impact in my life are the things that, I could have easily not happened had I not sort of sacrificed and done it.
I can tell you're a great person because I feel like people as famous as she is, you cannot last 17 years with them. Like, people try to use them, people always want something. So to last that long is it speaks to who you are.
We were incredibly loyal to one another for many years.
That's amazing. What was your most memorable moment since you launched Makeup by Mario?
Oh man, I would say there's been so many. I mean, I experience memorable moments every day when women stop me on the street and they pull out Makeup by Mario products from their bag. And for me, that's it's just a pinch me moment almost every day of my life. But I would say one of the most memorable was on the day that I launched. It was 20 years after me being a makeup artist, and I went with my mother to Sephora to see the actual Makeup by Mario station gondola. And that was incredibly a beautiful moment for me and for my mom too, because I think my mom, of all people, she really understood the hard work and the sacrifices I'd put in my whole life. And so that was just an incredibly special moment that I literally never forget.
How did your mom react?
We both cried. We cried a lot, yeah.
Who's somebody that you haven't worked with yet that you would love to work with?
So I've been doing makeup for 25 years. And to be honest with you, I've done so many incredible people, from celebrities to dignitaries to politicians to royalty. And so I feel very fulfilled in that sense. But I would say there's products that I really want to create that I haven't created yet. There's places that I want to expand the brand and to continue to educate and to create incredible products. So I would say I'm satisfied with the amount of people that I've done. I'm always open to doing more people, but there's no one per se right now that I've kind of transitioned my focus to creating product for the masses.
Wow, that's amazing. That's how I feel too. People always ask me who I would love to interview, and I'm like, I'm not supposed to even be here right now, so...
I mean, you've interviewed some pretty incredible people.
Yeah, I did Oprah, met with Joe Biden, some of the biggest celebrities, and I'm like, I feel like I already surpassed my wildest dreams, so anything from now on is kind of extra.
It's a plus,
yeah, it's just a plus. What's your favorite product that you made so far?
That's like asking what your favorite child is. They're all my favorites, and we release quite a bit of product every year, and I'm working right now on the next 2 to 3 years, but if I had to choose one product, it would be my very first product that's called the Master Mats palette. I spent years creating that product, and it's inspired actually by human skin tones, by true human skin tones, and also by the evolution of human skin tones. And it's actually the #1 palette globally.
Wow, the #1 palette globally. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What advice would you give somebody who wants to break into the beauty industry today?
The advice I would give someone that wants to break into beauty today, especially in the makeup artistry field or hair, whatever it is, I would say to really hone in and focus on what area of beauty or what area of artistry you want to work in. Because I think if you go in trying to do every single genre or every single area, it's going to be hard to become successful in one thing. And so it's like that saying, you know, a jack of all trades, but a master at none. And so I think that to be a master at something, you have to hone in at an early age or early on in your career, whether it be celebrity, whether it be film or television, whether it be bridal or fashion. And in my case, I honed in at an early age on celebrity makeup. And so I was able to really make a name for myself and create a successful career in life.
What message do you think the world needs to hear right now?
I think in the world today, we hear so much negativity. I think we hear, you know, we experience or hear so much about challenges and the problems going on in the world. So I would say for me, gratitude is something I think people need to practice more. It's something that I focus on every day. You know, despite whatever you're going through or what one is dealing with or whatever challenges it is, if you just sort of change it into being grateful for those challenges or for that difficult day, because from my experience, everything great, you know, came from some sort of challenge or some sort of sacrifice. And the bottom line is that it's, you know, we all should just be grateful to be alive, to be breathing, grateful for air, for water, for food. So I would say the world needs a little bit more of gratitude right now.
That's so true. That's such a great message. All right, Mario, thank you for sharing your life with me. This is my interpretation of your life.
Wow, actually, I love this little smile and everything.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you.
I wish I was this good looking though. Thanks for making me look handsome. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Mario.
It. Thank you.
My Bronx brother.
Thank you.
All right,
I appreciate it.
Nice to meet you. All right, have a good day.
Thank you.
Keep smiling.